What is going on, guys? We are back with some more Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle videos here. Kind of on a global version. I guess there was a JP voting thing, but we're not talking about JP right now. So we have the first Warden join us, guys. Everyone, say hi to Warden. Warden, say hi to the people. What's up, dude?
Yo, what's up, guys? Warden here. We're back, finally! It's been a hot minute since we must have done a video together with our schedules and stuff. Don't worry, we haven't fell out. I get a comment all the time, so everyone thinks we fell out.
Yeah, I get a comment too. Like, people comment, like, you know, hey, where's the Warden Cloud? Like, what's going on? Like, you know, I thought you guys are friends. Like, guys are scheduled, man. Like, this man is like 7 hours ahead of me, and I'm like in a different country. So we do what we can.
So yeah, we got a hot topic for you guys today. I'm gonna let Muscle tell you what we're going to be discussing today, and yeah, bro, let's do this. I'm excited to discuss this.
Very exciting topic. So, guys, the topic of our new LR that we're going to be getting. If you don't know LR Vegeta, well, LR Super Saiyan Blue Vegito got released. Not released, damn it. He got announced. So he will be the LR. He won the voting process. And there's a big speculation on whether it's going to be the current in-game Vegito that's going to be Dokkan Awaken to LR, or will we get a new SR that's going to Dokkan Awaken to TUR and then eventually an LR. So we're going to discuss the possibilities and what we think might happen. I want to say we might actually get a proper announcement as to how we obtain the LR on the 200 million you know, download thing. You know, that should be coming within the next 3 days, I should say. But I actually put out a poll on Twitter. So I put out a poll and 664 people voted. The voting was, do you guys want to see the in-game Vegito Blue get Dokkan, or do you want a new one introduced? The in-game got a 53% vote, while the new one got a 43% vote. So obviously, it was a very like close voting process there, but the majority of people want the current in-game Vegito Blue to get Dokkan. So Warden, okay, let's say Bandit went ahead and Dokkan the current one that we have. How would they go through? Like, you know, like to Dokkan Awaken Mountain LR, it has to be a hard process. Like, not everybody can have an LR Vegito, because the majority of people, I would imagine, have him as an SSR or a TUR in the game as is, plus some dupes. So they have to make it a bit challenging. So in terms of like introducing that, how they balance that out in terms of introducing him as an LR?
Well, if you're looking at current events that, let's say the free-to-play LRs that are hard to get, such as Frieza and Goku, obviously they make it a really long grind and you have to use specific characters. Frieza a little bit easier than Goku. And like you said, with them, a lot of people probably already having the card. I know there's a lot of people that don't, but there is quite a lot of people that do as well. And like mine's 100%. I think yours is 100% as well. Like, if they awaken the current one, like, he's going to be absolutely crazy. And the problem is with that, guys, unfortunately, it comes down to, does it make Bandai money? Like, they could be nice. Maybe they've made so much money from us that they're like going to give back to us. But let's just be realistic rather than optimistic for now and say that they won't do that. If they do it, on the other hand, obviously, if they want to make it a medal grind, I think it'd like have to be either like 777 medals, or maybe even 777 medals of like 5 cards. I don't know, or a new medal completely that you need to farm 777 of. If they're going to do it, it needs to be a hard grind, because like you said, a lot of people already have Vegito Blue, and if they just awaken it, like everyone's going to have him, and like people aren't going to be like, oh well, I can beat everything in the game, I don't need to summon. Whereas if they make it a really long grind to get and it's hard, and maybe you need to bring specific characters, then people will be like, oh, it's actually like worth grinding and hard to get, and you'd be like it would be like a self-sense of achievement if you can do that grind. I mean, what do you think about a grind? Like, do you think that's how they'd do it if they did, or do you think it'd be something different?
Yeah, I would love for them to actually make it a different grind, because, you know, like you just said, I mean, the majority of everybody has at least one copy of Vegito Blue, much less people like me and you who have 100% Vegito Blue. So if there's going to hand out a Vegito Blue LR, I mean, like, you have to make the event challenging. So I am all for it to be like a Goku, an LR Goku and LR Frieza grind, where you need like 777 medals. I actually wouldn't mind it to be 777 medals 5 times. So for example, you could probably have Murzamasu, the Dokkan event, 777 medals, Future Trunks, Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, his own event, maybe Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, and maybe Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. All those units, you would have to get 777 medals for each of those to Dokkan Awaken the Mountain LR. Now, that's very challenging. It's very time-consuming, very tedious, but at the same time, Blue Vegito is a very prestigious card. Like, I don't think that should be available to everybody. Like, that's an LR of the best unit, well, the best character in the entire series. Like, Vegito Blue is said to rival Beerus in power, so you would think that's going to be a very, very hard card to obtain into Dokkan Awaken and LR if they're going to Dokkan Awaken the current one. So I expect a very difficult grind, or a very expensive one, because how they could actually do it, I don't think they're going to do this, but it's possible. So maybe the medals could be obtained from multis. So maybe you need 77 medals, and you get 1 medal per multi, so you have to do 77 multis to Dokkan Awaken the Mind, which would be And like they would make a lot of money because people need the medals to awaken the man, and the only way you can get it is through multis. So I mean, they would make bank doing that. But I don't know if they're gonna take that route because that is like that's gonna take quite a few summons and a couple of Dokkan Fest to actually acquire those amount of medals. But once again, it should be a grind. It should be hard. It should not be easy, and not everyone should have a Super Saiyan, well, an LR Vegito Blue accessible to them. So I'm all for a hard grind. I'm all for a very difficult process, and I think that Band needs to go in that route somehow. So, you know, there's several ways they can do it, but as long as it's difficult and not something that's like casual, like I don't want it to be like, you know, like you get 21 medals of like each character, like how Blue Vegito is, or how, you know, you have Rose and Zamasu, how you need 21 medals of each character. Very simple. We don't want that. Like, it has to be very difficult, very disgustingly difficult. So I'm all for that. You have any suggestions on that?
Let's think about his links. I mean, what he already is as a card and how good he already is. Like, he does additional attacks, he does counters, he's got great links, he's a great card, he's a hero leader. If they allow this current one, bro, like, he's gonna be so good. Like, he's obviously gonna get the LR link. I don't think he'd get any more links because I don't think he needs them.
Yeah.
But like, what would they do? Like, what would they make him, a 90% heroes lead? Like, they'd have to change his passive. His super, he'd get a new super attack, an 18-key super attack. He'd be able to get into SA20. He'd just be so good. He could potentially be the best LR in the game if they did that.
Yeah.
I mean, do you agree? Like, I think he'd be able to rival the top LRs if they did LR him too, because he's already a good card as is.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, like, I am the biggest LR Gohan dick rider, but my man Vegito Blue would pretty much shit on LR Gohan. Like, the counters, the damage mitigation, the attack he would be able to output with the counters and the criticals and everything. Like, it would be broken, man. It would absolutely be amazing. I don't think they would go as high as 90% for super characters. I think they would actually go maybe 70 or 80% because he currently has 50. So I don't see him getting like a 40% buff on top of his 50% as that he currently has. So I think a 20% and 30% buff on the stats of what he currently has, if you don't Awaken to an LR, is more appropriate. But I want to go back to the actual wording of the post. So we're going to dissect this a little bit. So I'm going to go through the wording of what they said because a lot of people are getting confused about the wording, okay? So if you look at what the wording is on the actual legendary campaign, it says breaking all limits and becoming legendary. So once again, that's a bit vague. Breaking all limits can pertain to anything. Any unit, you don't need to break the limit to transcend him to a TUR and then an LR. So that can be very vague. But if you go more deeper into what they said, they also said choose your favorite UR character and vote to make them legendary. So that is the big sentence that has everyone like, okay, it is the current in-game one. Because why would they say choose your favorite UR character? Why don't they just say choose your favorite character? Like, why put UR in there? Like, it's very confusing. So the wording is very like, like, you know.
Yeah, like there's the sentence here which says who will be next to embrace the ultimate power beyond a UR, reaching the absolute realm of LR. Like, they're insinuating that like it's either very badly worded or like you said, it could potentially be that it is the current card. But if it's not, they've worded it so wrong because, like you said, why do they keep mentioning the word UR? Why UR?
Exactly, yeah. Just
why not say the next LR to be?
Yeah, it's so confusing.
Like, it's very cryptic in my opinion.
Yeah, it definitely is. Now let's actually go towards the other portion of the discussion, talking about another Super Vegito, or Vegito in general, being introduced as a new LR. So they don't go the route of Dokkan Awaken, the current one, and they introduce a new one now, like a new, maybe they could have an SSR that's base form. You Dokkan Awaken that man into a Super Vegito being TUR, and then his TUR form goes into the LR Blue Vegito. They can go that route. But would they put him on like his own banner? Like, would he be featured, or would he be like double rate? Like, what do you think they would do if they introduced like a new card to fit the role of that LR position?
See, obviously, as a player, I'd obviously love to say that I'd love him to be like Broly and have his own legendary banner, because obviously we voted for him. It says 200 mil celebration. There's a lot of hype been going on around Global, and JP's now coming back to the hype train. We've got Global versus JP coming up and stuff like that. So I feel like it'd be good to have him on a banner if he's going to be a new card, but it also makes sense. Whether or not it's double rates or not, we'll see. I mean, I wouldn't like to say, I'm like sat on the fence with that. Like, obviously I want it to be his own banner and featured, but I'm also like skeptical that it's probably going to be a double rates banner. But we can all hope. And like you said, with the card itself, if they do, like you said, if it's a base form, his UR form would be Super Vegito and his LR form would be Vegito Blue. That to me is probably the route they're going to go. Now, the reason I say probably is because if you look at the recent LRs that have come out, such as like Zamasu and Rose and Broly, their TUR forms are the LR's best big linking friends. So like having two of them on the same team is like optimal, if that makes sense now. For me, that's like, it makes sense because that's the way they've been going with the LRs, like making the TUR form and the LR form perfectly linked together. You can have them on the same team and it's really good. So like, it makes people want to spend more money to get the extra one as well. So what do you think to that?
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. Yeah, shout out to the Game Club. I wasn't about to say because it was actually his idea. So we're on Twitter kind of back and forth discussing this a little bit. And he actually said that another way they could go about it, which I am actually all for this method, they could actually introduce a new SSR, but it could be Goku and Vegeta. So base form Goku and Vegeta, and then the TUR form is their Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta. Then the LR form is when they fuse into Super Saiyan Blue. So I think that'd be amazing because, you know, like Warden said, they do have the trend to where they're releasing the LRs, and the TUR versions are the best buddy of the actual LR. You know, for example, once again, Rose Zamasu, you have Broly as well. Like their best linking buddy is their own TUR versions. So I see them doing this the similar thing, but if they do, I think I'd rather it be a separate like Goku and Vegeta. Like both units in one card, and then, you know, eventually when they get to LR, they can fuse together and become you know, LR Blue Vegito. So several ways they can go about it, but just, you know, big debate as to what they're gonna do in terms of introducing a new card or Dokkan Awaken the current one, because, you know, the wording messed everyone up. But honestly, like, you know, we have to look back in days. Bandai, they want money, guys. The company is all about money. Oh, those Dragon Ball Z were fans. It's all about you know, us loving the characters. All they want is their money, guys. So it's not really in it for them to Dokkan Awaken the current in-game Vegito Blue, because they're not really going to get anything out of it. Like, they can make the grind discussing where we have to use a lot of stones to refill our stamina, but like I don't think that's going to equal us summoning on banner, doing multi after multi after multi after multi. So I think it would be a new card they introduce, unfortunately, because I prefer the in-game one to be Dokkan Awaken, but you know, I mean, based on the company,
no,
I see them introducing a new one and just putting it to like a friggin' double rate banner and just shopping everyone. So that's probably gonna be how it goes, honestly.
I mean, all we can literally do at the end of the day is hope that they had a change of heart for once, maybe. And quickly, I do want to discuss. Yeah. I do want to discuss second and third place ones.
Yes.
Obviously, we've got Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Beerus. Now, quickly, I just want to touch upon that and saying, another thing I feel like they did with this selection was to see what we want as a fan base, so they can be like, build up hype. Obviously, if they know we all want Beerus now, when they drop like the hints for a new Beerus card, it's going to be chinga chinga. We're going to be, it's bank time. So I feel like all three of them will come. Whether they come all at once or in separate stages, we don't know. But guys, just be prepared for them to be summonable and not Dokkan Awaken ones. If they're Dokkan Awaken ones, amazing. Big props to Bandai. I will salute them. I'll take my hat off to them and be like, wow, GG's, well played, Bandai. But it's never happened before, so I'm not going to sit here and say like it's going to happen. I will say it's a possibility for either
Well,
one.
it kind of happened on a small scale. We did see the friend summon Hercule got Dokkan Awaken to an LR, so that that's a different situation because, you know, like Hercule isn't like an LR you can take serious. Like, he's like a joke LR, but at the same time, they have taken in-game cards and they have Dokkan them into LRs on the JP version at least, because LR Hercule is a thing. So, you know, I don't know. It depends, guys. You know, it's kind of up and down what they could really do. If they're feeling generous, they could give us the current in-game Vegito Blue as an LR, or if they want to shaft us, which they always shaft us, they could give us a new card, which, you know, rip off our bank accounts. But anyways, guys, so let me know what you all think down. But I just want to say one more thing. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, why is he second? Like, I didn't see that coming. Why? Like, that blows my mind.
I will tell you right now. I will tell you my reason for that real quick. I think that is because that just shows how much of the fan base actually aren't intertwined with like Reddit, Facebook, YouTube. Because there was a lot of polls on different forms of social media, and no one thought Super Saiyan 4 Goku.
Yeah, there was like a poll going on the Reddit.
That just shows you how many players don't follow social media.
Exactly, like, there was a poll going on Reddit, and I think Super Saiyan 4 Goku was like in 5th place. Like, you even had Ray Trunks above him, but of course the actual like in-game, you know, the actual official vote said otherwise. So, but anyways, guys, so Warden, thank you, my dude, so much for discussion, guys. Please thank Warden down below. For sure, check out his channel. I have a channel link. He does some cool stuff. He does stream on Twitch, and I think he's going to be trying to stream on YouTube every now and then Sunday, guys. So be looking out. Sunday stream, the boy Warden. For sure, check him out. And anything you want to say before we end up, Warden?
Yeah, guys, before we sign out, I want you guys to know, are you team Dokkan Awakened LR or are you team New LR? Let me know down in the comments, because I'm team Dokkan Awakened LR. That's what I want it to be anyway. So let's pray. Let's pray to Bandai, the Ningen prayer once again. So yeah, that's me signing out, bro. I've had a lot of fun. Thank you for having me on the channel. As always.
Definitely. Yeah, we gotta do more of these because people ask if we fall out or like if we're still friends. Like we gotta make this more frequent. So we try, guys. Scheduling and timing and country differences, but we try. Okay, we're gonna attempt to do this maybe once every 2 weeks. I don't know. We're gonna try, guys. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you all so much.
All right,
and yeah, check out Warden down below the description, guys. Please go ahead and check out the boy, sub to him, and like all his videos and donate to him when he streams. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.